Alright you guys, today we're gonna check out how to make this tribal Chrome text here in Blender. So first I started in Illustrator and created this tribal text. And I also gonna select it and I'm gonna unite it at the Pathfinder. And from here we're going to go to the asset export, drag it into the asset export, and let's go and save it as an SVG file. Click on export. And now we're gonna go to Blender, and here I'm gonna go to the file. Let's go to import and select scalable vector graphics. Let's go to file location where we saved the tribal logo. I'm gonna select it and import. So I'm gonna zoom in, it's really small. I'm gonna select it, press the letter S and drag it to scale. I'm gonna zoom out and it's gonna look something like this. Click somewhere here, select one of the letters, and now you can select every each. Now let's go and right click on it and select a join. Let's go and right click on it again. Let's go to set origin, geometry to origin. I'm also gonna go to the object, set the rotation X to 90. And I'm also gonna go to the materials and I'm gonna make this white. And it looks something like this. Let's go back to data. I'm gonna increase the resolution to 20. And let's go to geometry. And here I'm gonna go to the extrude. I'm gonna go with 0.004. So it's gonna look something like this. Right click on the text, convert to, and select mesh. Alright, so from here we're gonna need to go to the modifier and search for remesh. And I'm gonna select smooth, increase the octree depth. I'm gonna go with like 9. And make sure to uncheck remove disconnected. So it's gonna look like this. And I'm gonna go and click on apply. And from here we're gonna go here to the sculpting. Click on it. And I'm gonna go and select the smooth tool here. I'm gonna zoom out, place it. And make sure to arrange it from the top here. Also make sure to click on the -Y in my situation. So it's going to position it perfectly from the front. So here you can increase the radius and here you can increase the strength. I'm going to increase it a little bit more and now start to make it smooth, something like this. So if I turn it, you can see it's going to make it more rounded. So I'm going to speed up the process and check this out. I smoothened it. And it looks pretty good. And from here, let's go to the shading. And here I'm going to activate the nodes. And now let's go and create that metallic material. Increase the metallic all the way up. And I'm going to decrease the roughness. I'm going to go somewhere around 0.050-ish. So it's going to look something like that. I'm also going to change up the background. And I'm going to activate the viewport shading. Right now, as you can see, we don't have anything here. We're going to go here to the object, change it to the world. And press Shift+A, type in image texture, also mapping, and I'll at least search for texture coordinate and place it next to each other. And here I'm going to connect the color to color, vector to vector, and generated to vector. And let's click on open, and I'm going to go and load an HDRI file. So I'm going to select this one, click on open image. So now you can see we got some results, but the Chrome text looks really pixelated. So I'm going to again right click on it, and select shade smooth. I'm also going to need to remove the background. So I'm going to need to duplicate this background, press Shift+D to duplicate. I'm also going to search for mix shader and light path. And I'm going to place this here. Let's go to the world, bring the mix shader in between the background and the world. I'm going to connect the camera ray to the vector. As you can see, the background disappeared. And if you want to change up the background, I'm going to connect the second background to the shader. And here you can change up the background color however you like, but I'm gonna go with black. Also, if you want to move around the HDRI, you can go here to the mapping, zoom in, and here we got the rotation. And you can rotate the X and the Y and the Z. And check this out. This way we're gonna have some new results. And then you also can tweak the chrome effect. So I'm gonna go here to the viewport and I'm gonna select the text and I'm gonna go and select the scale, and I'm gonna squeeze it a little bit more, and check this out. The effect this way is gonna look different, but I think this is pretty good. I'm also gonna add some glow, so I'm gonna go here and let's select the compositor, activate the nodes, press Shift+A, search for glare, and position it in between the nodes. I'm gonna change the strokes to fog glow. And I'm going to go here to the shader options and I'm going to go to compositor, click on always. And now it's going to add some glow. And this is one way to do it here in Blender. Thanks for watching.